What's going on, you guys? Welcome to my channel. Okay, welcome to Josiah's World TV. Now, look, let me go ahead and start off with this intro really quick. Okay, hail to the now, now. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Okay, because it has a lot going on right here for season 16 of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. There has been a lot of talk regarding these group of women, and I am here to kind of break down what's been happening this past week. This has been a very messy week for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay, so of course I'm gonna always give my opinion at the end of the video. But before we get into the video, please make sure you hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and it brings more people to the channel. Okay. So that being said, Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 16, Sweet 16 season. This is an interesting season, you guys, because it's not it's like a new era of Real Housewives of Atlanta. So we're getting into this group of women. Drew came back. Kenya was on for a couple episodes, left due to the situation with Britt Edie. Cynthia's on as a friend. You have Angela, you have Kelly, you have Shamea taking lead in this group of girls. And this season has received a lot of mixed reviews, right? Mixed reviews on this whole situation regarding all these women and these beefs. It was a big thing when it came to, of course, Kelly. I'm not Kelly, Lord Jesus, Britt versus Kenya. And now with this past episode, Angela versus Britt and Angela versus Porsha and Shamea. It's been messy, and there has been a lot of talk, okay, regarding these women. People feel like that Angela is the MVP of the season. We all thought that Shamea was going to be the MVP because she kind of spearheaded the first episode, main girl energy, but we're seeing a shift in this dynamic worth of girls. Okay. So if you don't know, this past episode was really funny. Angela was reading. Let me tell you, Angela is on an island by herself. Of course, you got Drew as her on the side for her, but she has been getting the girls together. Her and Britt got into it. She said you got miles on your mouth. And then there was a whole situation in the episode before when Porsha got drunk and said that she'll fuck her husband, who is Charles Oakley. So it's been a lot of mess and drama regarding that. So I wanted to get into Shamea versus Angela first. Okay. So you don't know, they had a conversation in the episode because Angela felt some type of way about Shamea because she felt like that she could have held Porsha accountable regarding her comments, with her husband. So they kind of got into, Shamea. People were kind of disappointed in Shamea because they felt like if she's not really holding Porsha to the fire, like it's just giving pick me, follower, lapdog vibes. So people are kind of disappointed in Shamea, but they kind of low key got into it on the comments, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually share my screen here and let you guys know what happened. It was on one of the blogs. Shout out to this. Oh, today's video is sponsored by the Bravo Shade Room. Okay, the Bravo Shade Room. So shout out to them. Make sure you follow them on Instagram. But I know this is a kind of small screen, but we're gonna go ahead and get into what happened. So she said, "Damn if I do, damn if I don't. I have learned the hard way that I need to mind my business. I apologize about laughing and my part in it. That's not my fight. If at Angela Oakley can forgive the person that actually said it, then surely my laughter can be forgiven. I've never said that it was okay for her to say that. Furthermore, I don't have to publicly chastise people. I hold them accountable privately. Bottom line, she's a grown woman, not my problem, not my fight." Now, Angela actually responded to Shamea and said, "If my memory serves me correctly, you didn't apologize for your part until Porsche event, which I accept. At the Bailey Q, you actually doubled down and said you didn't see anything wrong with your response, bringing up jokes about your uncle. Hence, the end of the conversation is actually okay. I misjudged and I had a higher expectation for you. Again, I move different with my friends. It's perfectly fine. I now understand. Hands prayer." So they are kind of getting into it and having, like a disagreement. I feel like that Shamea is definitely playing both sides of the fence. I think that she's not holding Porsha accountable when it comes to her actions, and we see how their relationship kind of goes downhill from this episode. Now, speaking of Miss Porsha and Shamea, okay, Shamea actually did an interview, which I wanted to kind of share with you all with Dish Nation. And she talked about her friendship with Porsha. Okay, she talked about her friendship with Porsha. And, she pretty much said that she would undo the awkward space between her friendship, like the fact that she is listening to other people and not me. So it's kind of a breakdown of their friendship. So let's go ahead and take a listen to what she had to say in her interview.
Change, what would it be?
I mean, it would be just the awkward space that my friendship is in with Porsha.
Yeah.
I would undo that. That would that's my real friend. You know what I mean? And reality is real, right? Reality, you can't spell reality without spelling real. So the place that we're in right now it's her fault. You know what I mean? It would be bad to say.
Why did y'all let it get to this point though? How did you let it get to this point when you're such good friends?
In relationships, there's you and then there's them, right? And then there's like your perspective and mine. Right. I haven't been able to even have a conversation to understand how it got to this point. Everything that I've done has been centered in love and has led with love. And I've never been one to allow anybody to talk down on my friendship or like my people. And that's just my thing. Now, what's happening on the other side, I have no idea. But there's no way that Brett, could come to me and say, Porsha said this or Porsha did this. I'm gonna look at you like, girl, please stop.
So did the producers tell you to not talk to her a lot? Or if you could just tell you to not talk to her a lot? Or did
I've reached out. I've done my part. I feel. Okay. And, the fact that she's allowing and listening to other people is ludicrous to me. People that she just met, people that she does not know. Well, they're in her ear or have said some things, I guess, about our friendship. First of all, our friendship should never have been up for discussion to me. Yeah. And if it was something that was that bad, it should have been addressed to me.
Did y'all talk before the show and say, look, did she say, well, you've been on the show before, so you know how sometimes how setups can be and how trifling the plot can get. So did y'all have conversations before, like, look, no matter what they try to do, this ain't going to be a problem?
Yeah, and my thing is, what's understood shouldn't be, you don't have to explain. Like, I'm riding for you. I think history has proven I ride for you over and over again, almost to the point where people are like, what's wrong with you? What she got on you? Were you still riding some boy? What's happening with you? So at this point, I'm stepping back, and I'm going to need you to show me some of that. The reciprocity. I need you to ride for me like I've been riding for you. And as all things on reality TV, it'll all play out and we will all see, and we can either be accountable for it or we can keep it moving.
Just tell you.
Okay. All right. Let me go ahead and stop sharing my screen and come back to the screen. So Porsha and Shamea friendship, y'all, has been rocky ever since season 9. The whole situation regarding Phaedra going in on Shamea, saying that she messed with Candy, and Porsha just sitting there all up in the tea, trying to be messy with Phaedra. Their relationship has been rocky for a long time. I remember even in season 10, the whole situation with Porsha not showing up to her wedding. I'm sorry, if we're best friends and you don't show up to my wedding unless it's like a dire emergency or you're in the hospital, there's no excuse for that. I mean, hello, people start planning weddings 2 years ahead of time. So the invitation she like known for a long time. So my thing is, their relationship has always been rocky. I feel like that Shamea always puts into this relationship more than Porsha puts into it. Absolutely. So it's interesting to kind of see the fall down between them. Okay. It's very interesting to see the fall down between them. I think that Shamea be blindly loyal to Porsha. And sometimes when I get it, because they've been having a friendship since childhood. And when you have been friends with somebody so long, you have to be able to grow. I think they have just outgrown each other, because at the end of the day, I have had my experiences with friendships and everything, childhood friends, and you do outgrow each other. And I think that person on the other end just know the old version of you. And when you're evolving and when you're growing and you're becoming the best version of yourself, some people in your life is not going to be able to grow with you. And unfortunately, I think that's between their friendship. I also think it's jealousy. Shamea, like everybody's been saying, you know, Porsha is not in a good space this season. She's coming off as a friend of. People feel as if Porsha is jealous of Shamea because of the life that she wants for herself. So Shamea is, you know, got the husband. She got the, you know, I mean, Porsha has wealth too. She got her own money, and Porsha is a, you know, a hustler, but she wants the life that Shamea has, and she's mad as hell this season that she's not able to kind of really display that. That's why she's coming off as a friend of. Now, speaking of Porsha and Shamea, Marlo Hampton had something to say regarding their issue as well. So Marlo said that Shamea has always been a loyal friend to Porsha. It's unfortunate when the other party is not loyal. Okay, now that was shade towards Porsha. And listen, we might drag Marlo and we might get on Marlo's case, but I definitely agree with that because it's true. Okay, it is definitely true. Shamea, girl, stand up, get up, like just completely stand up and get the hell up. What are you doing? Shamea is kind of not, she's not giving what it needs to give as of right now. Maybe it might change in the later episodes. I still like Shamea, but you know, these past few episodes has not been a good look for her. Let's move on. So let's move on to Miss Angela and Porsha. Okay, so we all know that Angela and Porsha are not on good terms right now. Their relationship is very strained and rocky. Angela doesn't trust Porsha as far as she can throw her. Okay, so let's go ahead and dig deep into this. Angela actually did an interview regarding the whole situation, and let's go ahead and get into that. Let me go ahead and play you guys the audio.
What do you think prompted her to say that?
I mean, that's what whores do.
Oh,
whoa! That was a sniper shot. Like, yo, like,
but so what
she meant it though?
What is your thought process to come to that statement?
I just, you know, that's the immediate reaction. I don't care who says it,
Okay.
right? You know, if anyone says that, I'm like, wait a minute, that's whorish activities.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my immediate reaction. And I know she said she was inebriated and she was just having fun, but I don't have fun like that with my friends.
I understand.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes you got to know what people's comfortability or play level is before you say certain things, even if you do it in jest. And you can blame it on the alcohol, but you know.
Listen, when I get drunk, you know what I do? I tell people how much I love them. And I hug people. I'm like, you guys are the best. I'm not out here like, I'm going to bang that guy's wife. Like, because he would whip my ass.
Yes. So no.
You know?
Didn't like it.
What do you go home? What was the convo like with Charles?
He went off. She don't know me. Keep my name out your mouth. All of that because he didn't deserve that.
Right.
He didn't deserve for, you know, first of all, he's not accessible. And for her to say that, it's as though anybody can do it.
Child.
You know, it was just disrespectful to him. And he's really big on respect.
Okay. I'm asking out of pure ignorance here, so forgive me. But what did she mean by she better stop, or like what was the better stop in reference?
I don't know. You know, the only thing I heard with my own ears was I should fuck Charles. I didn't hear, you know, anything before that or after that because I was putting on my clothes going downstairs to, you know, to confront the bear. Yeah.
So do you hear this for the first time when it comes on actual TV, or did you hear about it while you were actually there?
I heard it while I was there.
Oh.
Yeah. And I immediately went to confront it.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Like on site.
It's my husband.
I hear that. Go home. What was
Play-Doh games? I honor my husband, my marriage, my house. Yeah. I'm a woman first, but my family is right behind me.
I know that's right.
Yeah. Well, Play-Doh games. I honor my husband, my marriage.
Okay, let me go ahead and get back on the screen for y'all, man. All right. So that's what you just heard what Angela has to say regarding her husband and her family. Now listen, we all know that Angela's relationship with Charles is not the best. I mean, we kind of seen they have an interesting relationship. They seem like homies more than ever, right? And you know, of course, the outside baby rumor and everything that happened with that. But listen, y'all, Porsha, she sees Porsha for who she is because Porsha showed her ass taking that woman's husband. Okay, can we keep it 100? She knew what the hell she was doing. So my thing is, absolutely, I think that Angela should definitely give her the smoke because Porsha, what you thought you'd come back on this season like ain't nothing happened? Because she avoided coming back season 14. Because imagine her coming back season 14. Kenya and Marlo would have been on that ass. And girl, like what you do behind the scenes is always going to come back to you. And I think that Angela in this moment is just simply protecting her peace. Okay, she is definitely simply protecting her peace from Miss Porsha because listen, Porsha cannot be trusted. But guys, regarding this whole season, it's just a very interesting season. We have Phaedra coming back. I like Cynthia in a friend role. Kelly is stirring the pot, being messy. It's just I think so far it's a good season. Because at the end of the day, we have to be able to let these girls cook. Now, Britt is my least favorite out of all of them because she just everything she do just irks the hell out of me. I could do with all these women on this show, but Britt. Okay, I need Britt to go. But I honestly think that these group of women are doing great. They're doing their thing. Drew, my girl Drew, she's doing her thing. Porsha, this is not a good season for her, but we'll see what else she brings. She brings Phaedra on. It just, I don't know why Phaedra coming back either, but maybe she'll give us something like Cynthia. She's a low key a friend of, but they just gave her a peach this season. So let me know your thoughts and opinions on all the drama between what's going on. Are you guys enjoying season 16 of Real Housewives of Atlanta? What did you think about Shamea versus Angela? Do you think that they can maybe work this out? What are your thoughts about Porsha and Shamea's friendship, okay, and falling out, and what Marlo Hampton had to say regarding that? And then also let me know about Angela versus Porsha. Whose side are you on with that? Do you think that Porsha be stealing people's husband? Do you agree with Angela, or do you think that Angela is just doing the most? Let me know your thoughts, and just let me know your thoughts in the comments, and we'll go ahead and get that discussion going. Okay, see you later. Bye bye.